Welcome to the fight game. He's Icewater, I'm Puma, and let's go into the big fight this weekend with Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. Now, what I saw on social media recently is that Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis said, "Hey, winner take all. So if I beat you, I take your purse." I don't know if they can write it up in the contract right now. I don't know if the folks that are working for the two camps are like, "Hey, whoa, 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 I get paid out of that." So slow up on that. So, what are your thoughts on that and this fight, man?
Well, first of all, you can say anything you want to on social media. There's really no binding contracts or anything like that, too. So you still have to sign over the factor that you're willing to give up your purse. I don't see that happening. It sounds good, and it shows you how serious are. Did you what he just said? We've been talking about it right now, so it
Mm,
shows you it's good. It's good promotion for the fight.
yeah.
But this is a fight you really don't have to promote. I mean, it's out there. Ryan Garcia has been wanting this fight for a long time. He's still young. Wanted to fight, step up against probably one of the most devastating punchers in boxing right now, Gervonta Tank Davis. And the thing about it I love is the fact that Tank Davis is not sleeping at all on Ryan Garcia. He knows that he has power. He has knockout power. He's young. He can move. And I think Tank is like, he said it before, I don't want to be caught sleeping. I don't want to take him for granted. And he hits me with that power. And I think you're going to see Tank Davis moving around a lot. I can see Ryan Garcia. Somebody asked me, would it go 8 rounds or whatever? I was like, I'm not sure because the question that I always have, and this is very important, styles make fights. The question is, even if Ryan Garcia takes the first couple rounds, he's going to try to stay away from tanking. And then at some point, they're going to engage. And then the question is, can Ryan Garcia remain patient? Where he can deliver some shots to hit Tank Davis. I think he's going to hit Tank Davis. Tank Davis has been known to be, you can hit him. He has great defense, but he's been known to be hit and take some shots. But the question is, can Ryan Garcia stay patient? And can he also deliver some shots? Because at some point where Tank Davis has great defense is the point where he realizes when you start making a mistake and when he sees an opening, he goes for the kill. But again, he's going to be a little bit, Davis, that is, a little bit leery early on because of Ryan Garcia's power. I think at some point you might even see early, if it gets heated, Ryan Garcia's going to go for it, see if I can knock him out. Because that's what he wants. He really does want to knock him out. But if you want to just try to win, you got to be patient. I'm not sure if he has the patience for that. I think it might be a bloody mess between the two. I really do. I think it's going to be a lot of bombs thrown. But look for Tank Davis and that uppercut or that side hook somewhere. And I think he respects Ryan Garcia a lot. I think you're going to see him going a lot to Ryan Garcia's body, trying to chop him down like a tree. And if Ryan Garcia, even though he's running in the mountains, if he shows any signs of fatigue, which he's done in the past, you can see a few people getting dropped. He could be in trouble. I like his attitude. I like his energy because remember, his folks over at Golden Boy did not want him to take this fight. Thought it was too early. He could do some other stuff. They basically pleaded and begged with him not to do this. And Ryan Garcia was like, some point you got to take a chance. And after all of the talk about even Carnelo saying he don't work hard, he don't work hard in the gym, he come in playing around, this is an opportunity for him to prove himself. So it's like, hey, I'm gonna jump at it. And he's young enough. If he doesn't do it, he still can come back around. There's enough other fights out there for him. But he's taking a chance. I acknowledge and I respect him for that, even though that means you might be in the hospital because Tank Davis is no joke. I just know we have a lot of great fights coming up, hopefully soon, and this is one of them. So kudos to Ryan Garcia, but I see Tank Davis stopping this round 7.
Oh wow,
Hell,
wow.
yep, yep.
Um, yeah, within that eighth round. Yeah, okay. And I said it on some of the past shows that this is Ryan's best fighter that he's ever faced. The other
Mm-hmm.
fighters, I take nothing from them. They are professional fighters, but they're not the caliber of Tank Davis. They don't hit as hard as Tank Davis. They're not as rugged and rough as Tank Davis. And so I do know that Ryan Garcia has that powerful left that they talk about. But if you can land that left, is the question: can you land it, and will it have an impact on Tank Davis? They don't call him Tank Davis for nothing. He takes punishment sometimes just to get in, and so in those later rounds, like the sixth, seventh, and eighth, after Tank Davis has collected data on you and data that he needs to beat you in the first 3 rounds, then he goes full force ahead. Can you take that pressure from a fighter coming full force at you once he's figured you out, and once he's figured out that maybe that left is not as strong as you thought it was, or maybe your punching power is not as strong and it's not going to take him out? Will it dishearten you during that fight, fighting against somebody who is probably the best fighter? I won't say probably, but is the best fighter you ever fought. And all that talking, all that kind of showcasing on social media, you have to face the man in the ring. So you kind of called the fight a little bit sooner than I would have called it. I would have said about the 10th, the ninth, the 10th round, where I think Davis wants to punish this dude. I really do think he wants to punish him and show them that you're not on my caliber. And there's a reason why Golden Boy didn't want him to fight this guy. It's almost like Canelo fighting Floyd Mayweather. You're taking it too early. You haven't stepped up in the caliber of fighters to face this guy. And can you face it when all hell breaks loose in the ring and Tank Davis is just after you and he won't relent? So I'm calling it for Tank Davis. I'd be really surprised if Ryan Garcia catches Tank Davis and wins this fight. Not saying he can't, but I'd be really surprised. I'm going to go with Tank Davis in a TKO, maybe in the ninth or 10th round, because I can't see Ryan Garcia taking a lot of punishment when Tank starts to come in and just have his way with him.
No doubt, I get that, and I can see it going where you mentioned that it could go longer, but something about it just seems like Ryan is really set on trying to bang with him, and it's like I think I have probably as equal power with you, if not more. And at some point, when you get tested, when you're a brawler like that, you lose all your faculties, and you don't. It takes a lot to remain patient when somebody's tagging you. And I think part of it is going to be the problem when you start to feel that power. It's like, I got to swing back. And when you open up, as you mentioned, after the data's gathered by Tank, and you open up and you forget to raise that other hand and you drop it, slice out. Oh. Dude has 1-2 punch power, and that's going to be a problem because I think Ryan Garcia, if he gets cut a lot, it's going to be bad. And when you're trying to survive, you just go all out, and that could be your downfall. And I think that's why I'm calling 7, because I can't see Tank carrying him for 6 rounds, say, okay, I'm knocking him, or carrying him 9 rounds and I'm gonna knock you out now. Somewhere in between that 4 and 6, it's gonna be something happening. And they're gonna turn the dial like Floyd used to do and go, okay, now we see where we at, we got the data. Go ahead and get him and take him up out of here.
I don't see Tank carrying it. I see Ryan Garcia feeling that power, feeling that, okay, I'm a little bit over my head, and I'm gonna try to stay away from him and try to kind of go through the whole fight without getting any punishment. But eventually Tank will catch up to him, and then that's when they'll call the fight.
Yeah, and I get that. As I said, that's why I don't. If that happens, the way you described it, I think it's only gonna go 7. Because you can't run that far. You can't run that. Sooner or later, you're gonna start backing up, and he's gonna go under. And he's gonna make a move, and he's gonna hit you in the gut, and then he's gonna come up, or he's gonna hit you with an uppercut. Yeah. And he throws with bad intentions. And that's the thing about being taller too. Your defenses go all out the way. You open up, and Tank Davis has gotten better in regards to being patient, showing you a lot of that in his last couple of fights. And I think he's been well prepared. I think he really respects Ryan Garcia, but he also knows Tank Davis cannot afford to lose.
Right, because he wants to go out with a big bang.
Yeah, he can't afford to lose because he knows what's there. You still have possibility of a lot of things on the table, depending on how they come out. Possibility of Devin Haney, and also that Shakur Stevenson type situation. So he has to be on point. He has to win, because you lose, you're taking a step back.
Yeah.
And those guys like, well, you can't even beat him. Why are we messing with you? We young, we up and coming.
Right.
But there's no money there. I mean, you can fight a lot of guys, but if he has to win, he's been around long enough. Now it's time for you to take some big boy fights, a la Floyd, and see if you can hang. So this is one of them. But if you have to win this fight convincingly if you want to step up and start getting some real money.
Yeah, I think Tank Davis probably has maybe after this fight, if he wins, maybe two, maybe three more fights, and then he's done.
Right. But like you said, though, we know what the real fights are, though. We know what the big money fights are. And if that's what you want to do, and you say you want to go out like as a champion, I think he really wants to emulate so people, I'm not Floyd, but I was damn sure good in my division.
Yeah.
He wants to be perfect like that too. But you got to put it on the line because two dudes that are really capable of giving you some business, particularly secure, because he knows how to be patient and he can punish you too. So I'm looking forward to it. I hope it all unravels the way it's supposed to. But looking forward to this, and we'll start off with this big fight coming up on Saturday.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We'll talk about it next week. He's Icewater. I'm Puma, and this is Fight Game.